Yeah, we got all those things: brisket, hot dogs, pork sandwiches, brisket sandwiches, and what else, Pete? Slaw,
Slaw, anything you want to put
toppings.
on them high, all the
Yeah,
toppings, chili, cheese, onions,
we got it all.
peppers, you name it,
Hey,
the whole 9 yards.
thanks for joining us here on the Monday Night Catch-Up Show, the Owl's Nest Barbecue Monday Night Catch-Up Show. I'm Steve Ray. That's Pete Branton. Over in the corner is Pete's brother. He's over there off camera and off mic. Jim is visiting with us from Michigan. Jim, welcome. Glad you're here. We're glad you're here. And I came walking down the steps and walking into the kitchen. And our den is right off of our kitchen. And I saw these two bald heads on each side looked identical. Identical. It was Pete and Jim sitting on the couch waiting for him. It was hilarious. We, of course, were brought to you by the Owl's Nest Barbecue Supply in Ottawa. And boy, what an exciting time of year, Pete. This is our time of year, man. We love it. We love it.
This is barbecue time right here. I mean, year round is barbecue, but nothing like it is right now.
Memorial Day is fast at hand, and that's probably the that and the 4th of July are probably the two. I don't know if they're the biggest, but they're the most fun.
Yeah.
They're the most fun, especially Fourth of July is great, but Memorial Day kind of kicks it off, and everybody gets their first 3-day weekend after a while, and we're looking forward to that too. And we've got everything that you need. We'll be talking about that as well. Let's talk a little bit about, Pete. We had the 4th annual Big Pig Barbecue Festival was this past weekend down at the Pavilion. They did a good job of putting that together. We didn't win. One of the teams that won was Brother of Sweet Smoke Q. That was Jeff Elzer's team. And Pete, I don't know if you know Jeff or Jim Elzer. Jim is the owner of Sweet Smoke Q down in Florida. And these guys are ultra professional barbecue guys. And when I heard their name announced that they had won the pork contest, I was not surprised one bit. Those guys, Jeff can cook, and I know that everybody who he surrounded himself with got a good lesson. So good for them.
Really nice guy. He came by where we were a couple of times to talk to us and stuff. So, and was very complimentary of stuff we were doing as well.
Yeah, Jeff did a good job, and we really appreciate that. Billy, good evening. Steve Davidson just said that our video was blurry. I don't know why, but
I'm looking at it's pretty clear.
Yeah, pretty clear here, but it may be just a bad connection. Who knows? So, that happens sometimes on the internet. But bear with us. Just listen to us. Close your eyes and listen to us. But we had a good time. I was a little disappointed in the turnout. Were you at the contest?
I don't think it was near the people they thought was going to be there, Steve. I'll be honest with you. I was expecting it to be like the one in Collegedale that we did with Ace. But it may be the place was just so big, but I really didn't see the amount of people or felt like it was the amount of people that was at that one. So I was a little disappointed as well.
Yeah, I was too. But we had a good time, and thanks to Jason Penley, Steve Davidson, Charles Pettit, Pete Branton, of course, Steve Davidson, and Billy Holland. They were the team, the pro staffers that joined us this weekend, and you guys did great. Billy, y'all did super, and we can't thank y'all enough for the help that y'all gave us. It was great. We had a great time, and Billy and Jason, they did
troopers, man.
They did the overnight. And that's all.
During the day, they stayed the whole time. I mean, they were troopers.
Yeah, they didn't go down. Jason went down a little bit, just a little bit. He had to go take a nap. But he works hard, though. He works hard. Hey, don't forget, David Bosca's show is back on Wednesday nights now. We used to lead into David's show, but our lives and schedules got turned around a little bit, so we had to move our show to Monday. And David's show is still on at 7:30 Eastern time on Facebook. Go to his new He has a new page, Butcher Barbecue video page, and that's where you can catch David on Wednesday night. Now, after us at 8 o'clock on Facebook, on Pit Life Barbecue Facebook page, Johnny Maggs has his show, and Steve Brown's going to be with him tonight, the owner of Steve's Shakes and Rubs, and they're always entertaining. And we had a good time with Johnny last Monday night on his show.
And the show before that, he had a great show.
Oh, with Pat Martin.
With Pat
yeah.
Martin.
Well, that goes without saying. Pat Martin was fantastic. And if you want to hear a good show about a guy and hear his good backstory, man, go back and look in the on YouTube, look up Pit Life Barbecue Show, and you just thumb through the episodes. You'll see the Pat Martin episode, and it is fantastic. One of these days, we should try to get Pat on our show.
That'd be nice.
I met him once. He will not remember. He will not remember. But
I don't know. You stick in my mind. You might stick in yours too.
I doubt it. All right, man. Like I said, Memorial Day is coming up, and we're going to go over a lot of stuff, Pete, that we have that people may not know we have, because every time. Well, last week we went over all the grills that we have and all the hard stuff, and we got a lot of people in this week that didn't know that we had some sort of grills. A guy, I think from Nashville, Brad, I think I'm pronouncing this right, Brad Karza, came down Saturday and bought an Old Country barbecue pit gravity feed. So Brad, thank you so much for coming down. I hope you enjoy that thing as much as we enjoyed. Now that's what we cooked on. That's what we cooked on Saturday. And at the contest, we used one, and I've got that one for sale as a demo at the store. So by all means, come by and look at it. Steve Davidson says, Steve, you put together an awesome award-winning team. Yes, we did. It was an honor to be asked to cook. Well, Steve, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And
it was a great team. Every single individual that was there, we couldn't have had a better
we had a good time. And Charles Pettit, Uncle Charlie, what we like to call him, he is our picture man. We post a lot of pictures on the Facebook page, the Owl's Nest Barbecue Supply page. So go by and check those out if you want to see it. Charles took a lot of great pictures, and they're up. So we just had a real good time. We're going to go over some stuff that you might need for Memorial Day. We did the grills last week. You can go back and access all of our videos are on YouTube. You just go to the live section, and everything we do on this platform is we save it to YouTube. So there's a ton of content there. And if you're looking for something and you wonder, I thought I heard Pete and Steve talking about that. There it is, Pete. It's on YouTube. You can go back and look at it.
There's stuff way back. There's a lot of videos on there that you kept up, Steve, for several years worth, I'm sure.
Yeah. The famous beer cheese episodes on there too. We're just talking about that tonight. Yeah. First of all, though, let's do a little review of the Owl's Nest Barbecue Nation page, and we'll start with there we go. That's Craig Hardiman from down in Alabama. These are Mother's Day meals that people cook, and they put them on our Owl's Nest Barbecue Nation page. So by all means, if you do something neat and you're proud of it, put it on that page so we can all see it and we can see how you're doing. Craig did 2 filet mignons and a couple of ribeyes. And Petey said he also did 2 onions wrapped in foil with butter.
Yep.
I
cook onions not in foil like that, but on the grill, I've done potatoes and onions, but I've done onions as well. A lot of people like onions just cooked in butter. They're good.
I guess that's it on the left of the picture. Those onions in the foil. If I eat onions, if I eat an onion, I'll be hungover for 3 days. I just can't eat them.
Man, I love onions.
They kill me. I love them too.
Good for your heart too.
Great. There's George Gibson from our buddy up in Decatur. Another pro staffer. He did some pizzas for Mother's Day. One is the Detroit style, is that one, and that looks absolutely delicious. And he did another one. I don't have a picture of it, but it's on the page. He did one in a pan style too. And I thought those looked really good, Pete. George
George is a good cook.
George came up with the pretzel.
Yeah.
We did pretzel, just where you take a can of what did Jason call those? Wampum biscuits that you bang on the counter, and you cut them in two, put them in put them in water with baking powder and or baking powder, or baking soda, baking powder. I think it's baking powder. Yeah, and then you put them in there, let them soak, take them out, put them on a tray, put a little butter on them, throw them in the oven for 10 minutes. Best pretzel you've ever had.
They're probably good with beer cheese.
Yeah, the taste. And we've got the Terra Ridge at the store too. You can dip in. Best pretzel you've ever had. They're as good as anything at the mall. I promise you. I did those pretzels, Pete, and of course, I said I could even do better than this. And I went and got a pretzel recipe online and did it. Tried it. Not near as good as the easy ones. So
you brought some over to my house for the ones you did, the first ones you did, and they were great.
They're great. Man, they're so good. And they keep overnight. You just put them in a plastic bag, and then you can throw them in the microwave and kind of get them warm again. Well, they're delicious. Try that. The recipe's online. I mean, it's so easy. It's just so easy. All right. Mickey Roundtree. Let's see. He is number 3. There's Mickey picture. No, that's Craig. Let's see. These are all messed up. I don't know what happened here. Let's see. There it is. There's Mickey Roundtree. There he goes. Now, these are some
little smokies.
whiskey infused little smokies. And I'm going to tell you something right now. There ain't nothing better than a little smoky for a snack.
I like
little smoky.
And I'd like to try them infused.
Yeah, whiskey infused little smokies. And then we had some homemade sweet and spicy meatballs. I love meatballs.
Yeah, I do a lot.
So Mickey, that is some good food right there. You did a good job right there. That is good Mother's Day finger food. Let's see. Next is our buddy down in Alabama, Jonathan Edwards. He's got 2 that he shared with us. Here's the first one: barbecue nachos.
And those look good. Man, they look good.
I love nachos.
You just need a little smoke gouda in there.
I love to go to a bar and sit there and like go down to Beef O'Brady's, get a big order of nachos, and watch a game. And man, those things are so good. And those look just perfect. Of course, anything Jonathan does is perfect.
Fantastic. Jonathan cooks so much and puts so many great pictures out there.
He said on the Facebook page that he reminded him of Memphis, and I couldn't figure. He said that's his favorite city, Memphis. I can't imagine Memphis being anybody's favorite city.
You know, Memphis, we're talking about the food from the food aspect. They've got a lot of stuff. I mean, you know, a lot of different barbecues and different things. In Memphis. Definitely a place to, glad I live here in Chattanooga.
But then Josh Rawls, he posted a video. I tried to get the video on here and I couldn't do it, but he posted a real good video of a brisket that he did on his Big Green Egg. And it's worth going back there and checking it too on the Allison's Barbecue Nation page. Our buddy Thomas Damon from Germany, our international star on the page. Now check those out. Those are chicken breast stuffed with feta cheese. And does that look like bacon wrapped around?
It looks like bacon to me as well. That's bacon off of, so it's got to have some bacon in there.
How good do you think that is?
I bet it. You know what?
Thomas posts some great. He posts some great stuff.
He does.
And one of these days we'll figure out how to get him to call the show or hook him up, you know, through the show somehow. I think there's 5 or 6 hours that'd be ahead of us. So there it would be probably midnight, midnight or 1 o'clock. He could stay up to the show. Listen to me tell me.
Who wouldn't want to stay up and do the show?
Yeah, who wouldn't want to stay up to midnight and be on this show? Let's see. Jonathan Edwards again. He is number 6. Let me find that. There it is right there. Now look at those.
So I really like the way those look, you know,
God, they look good.
and they look good. That's a chuck, right? A chuck roast.
Chuck roast, pulled
Pulled
chuck roast.
chuck roast with some, looks like mozzarella cheese. Oh, onion. I can see some onion in there. I wonder if there's some green pepper in there with it.
Buns, they just look like they've been steamed, and they just look like they're just soft. And when you bite into there, you can just, you know, taste the moisture and the steaminess and the cheese and the all the little, probably got some onions, probably got some green pepper or two on there.
We need to do some of those down at the store, Steve.
Yeah, we can do some sliders. That looks really good. I've never done it. I did one chuck roast. It didn't turn out right. I don't know. I couldn't figure out why anybody would do it. And our buddy, let's see, wrapping it up is, let's see, right there, our buddy Jeff Maxwell did some righteous looking brisket. Got it in that juice. I like it that way. Got a nice, looks like it's got a real nice bark on it, Jeff. And looks like he's got plenty of it there. It was I think he said that was a 12-pound brisket that he cooked. So that's
New York style.
New York style.
Yeah. They do a lot of, like Jeff does, we do a lot of meat and really juice and a lot of juice.
Oh, okay.
Keep it really moist and good.
I didn't know that's what they called it. But it looks good. I would eat that. Really looks good. Good job. We have the same countertops too. So everybody, thank you. Good job, everybody. Good job doing the Owl's Nest Barbecue Nation. If you've got something to cook, put it on there. By all means, put it, you know, be proud of what you got out there and put it on there. We'll review it for you every week, and that's a lot of fun. I love looking at that page, especially on Monday morning. You know, seeing what everybody's cooked for the weekend, and just, you know, keep putting it on there. And all you guys watching that post to other pages like the old Country Pits Gravity Feed page. I know a lot of you guys post to that who have them. Post them to ours too, the Owl's Nest Barbecue Nation page. We like to see them over on ours too. Don't be bashful. Don't be bashful. All right. Coming up, Pete, is Memorial Day, of course. And that kind of kicks off the grilling season. And we were being off on Mondays like I am. Harrison called and said that the barbecue store was really busy. I know we sold a grill today, and we appreciate that. And that just goes to show you people are getting ready already. You know what?
I'm thinking, let's see, you sold one while we were at the cook-off. You sold one today while you were off. You might need to take off a little more. That's great that you're selling grills and you're not even there.
Maybe I should get a salesman in there, huh? Instead of just me, the concierge. But what we're going to do, we're going to show you the different things we've got. Of course, you know, we've got the Franklin Pit, and that is just so super cool. And if we got one there live, you can come see it too. So they're $5,100. I know. Like, God, Steve, that's a lot of money, but they're worth every penny of it. Once you see this thing, if you're looking for something special to wow the family with on Memorial Day, that's it. The Franklin Pit. It is without a doubt the coolest. There's a good picture from the side. It is 635 pounds of meat cooking machine right there.
And you sold 50% of what you had.
I sure did. We sold one to Sam Braden. Sam Braden bought one, and he's loving it. He's posted some good brisket pictures on it too. And you can cook anything on it too. You don't have to cook. You don't just have to cook brisket. I know we talk about brisket a lot because
you and I cooked wings on it.
We did.
Yeah.
We did. Yeah. Right by the firebox. It turned out great. Okay, here we go. Let's let everybody follow along here. This is what we got. We're going to go through these. Malcolm Reed, we have his complete line of rubs and sauces, and there's some Grande Gringo in the Mexican seasoning. If you're into making nachos, tacos, burritos, anything that you need a little Southwestern flair, Malcolm's Grande Gringo is a great product. And we've got plenty of his stuff there at the store too. Coming up is the greatest rub probably, Pete, in the history of the planet. Head Country Apple Habanero. Tell your Head Country story. contest this weekend.
Yeah, just everybody came by, and the first thing they were grabbing was just some of the bottles you had of barbecue sauce. And I kept telling a lot of the ladies are like, "Oh no, I don't want the heat." Said it doesn't have any heat, and every one of them that tried it just said, "Oh my gosh, that's the best barbecue sauce I ever put in my mouth." At least 3 of the people looked at their husband and said, "Next week you need to go get us some of this and bring it home. We want some of that barbecue sauce."
Folks, I'm telling you, it's got the perfect everything about it. It's perfect. It's the little bit of I'm not gonna call it heat, but the bite, the smoothness, the texture, the sweet taste. It's perfect. It's perfect. In 49 states, the number one rub or number one sauce is Sweet Baby Ray's. Except in Oklahoma, the number one sauce is Head Country.
And
That's how good that company is. That's how good they are. All right, here we go. Heath Riles, we've got all of Heath stuff as well. That garlic butter and that beef rub. That garlic butter is really good.
I put that on steaks, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
It was fantastic.
Yeah. We a lot of times when we're doing Texas toast, we'll throw that in just regular butter, melt it down, and you've got a fantastic tasting garlic butter. It's from Heath Riles. He's a great cook and got good taste. There it is right there, the W sauce. And I know if you're seeing it for the first time, you're thinking, man, I wish I knew that they had that. So you wouldn't have to order it. We've got it. We've got the Fireshire, we've got the Worcestershire, and we've got the breakfast W sauce too. And that stuff is without a doubt getting more popular every month. The Verde and I forget what the red one's called, but I had one on my burrito the other day, and it was
a lot of people
great.
Love it on burritos.
It was great. So we have the W sauce, and we got a ton of it, dude. We got plenty of it. There's some more of Heath stuff. Got some honey rub and some simple citrus there. Good stuff. I like to put. Sometimes I'll use his honey rub with chipotle in the mix it in with the pork butts. It's gives it a little bit of heat and gives it a little bit of nice little sweetness. I like that combination. Here's some Suckle Busters. We got some salt, pepper, garlic, and there's the Tailgaters barbecue rub. That's a real neat kind of an all-purpose party rub. If you're looking for something that you can just maybe take to a party and it's good on everything.
I've never tried that, Steve.
Mm-hmm. It's in there. It's in the store. It's good. It's a little sleeper, but we have Suckle Busters and we got a ton of their stuff. Come on in. Suckle Busters is huge. They're huge down in Texas. I mean, big down in Texas. We got their stuff up here. Great company. Guy that owns it's super. There's some of Malcolm's the barbecue sauce. Now you can't see it on the left very good, but the vinegar sauce we have as well. You mix that vinegar and the barbecue sauce together, makes a very unique tasting sauce. And that's kind of the way they're designed, I think, to be used is a kind of a combination. And man, I love it. I love Malcolm stuff. And you'll like it too. And we've got his stuff there too. Let's move into David. There it is, Pete, the number one selling rub in the store.
Can't leave it. We can't leave the store without it.
Grilling addiction, folks. I'm telling you, if you want, if they said, Steve, Pete, one rub the rest of your life, that's the only thing you can use, put your barbecue grilling addiction.
That's me.
It's fantastic. Like I said, it's our number one selling rub in the store, and you will love it. We have people come back for it all the time. I'm out of grilling addiction. And that's pretty good when they start calling it by name. And when they quit saying, "Oh, what's that stuff called?" And when they know it by name, grilling addiction, they come in there and they want it. They go right towards it. It's good. Sometimes we get some people buy 4 or 5 at a time.
Yep.
Especially if they're not from here, they're passing through. They give it to their buddies. There's some chips, apple. We got some apple chips and some cherry chips. Got some mesquite chips as well. If you're one of those eggheads or a electric cooker, we've got your
and some hickory. You have any hickory too?
Do we have some hickory left?
Yep.
And I'm getting some more wood chunks in. We got to sell a few more things before I can get some wood chunk in. There's Lanes. We picked up this line back at the end of last year. Super company, makes a great selection of rubs, quality stuff. They've got one called a apple pie.
Apple pie.
And folks, I'm telling you, I've had people come to the sample bar and they've tasted the apple pie, and I've never had somebody taste it that didn't buy a bottle. It is fantastic.
Great on ice cream.
Yeah, apple pie, great on Pete. When Pete and I got it, we made some biscuits, put butter on them, then sprinkled that stuff on it, just like cinnamon
Just like
toast.
Mama used to make.
Just like when you were a kid. It's fantastic. That's them again. Yeah, we got some Tuffy Stone. If you're a Tuffy Stone fan, we've got all of Tuffy stuff at the store. The Umami, it was a great tasting all-purpose rub. We got the Daily Grind over there, and we got everything, the Tuffy Stone, everything seasoned. Tuffy's one of the greatest barbecue cooks in the world ever, and we've got his stuff. His stuff is good. His stuff is good. So if you've been looking for Tuffy stuff, if you've been ordering going, I wonder where I can get Tuffy stuff, we've got it at the Alsness Barbecue Supply in Ooltewah. The Green Mountain Grills rubs. Our buddy Michael Williams always says that's the most underrated rub there is. They are good. That's the sizzled for steak is fantastic, and pick you up a grill and you get a free bottle of that anyway. So,
and I'll tell you what sells a ton of out of there is the fish. You have one for fish in there, and people buy that.
Mhm.
It's actually, we need to look at ordering some more of that.
It does make, yeah,
It's you're down to very little of it. The fish sells really good.
we can get some. That's no problem. Here's our pellet selection. We've got 17 different flavors of pellets. They range in price from $15 to $20 a bag. And I'm gonna tell you, folks, you won't find a better selection of pellets. We've got Manchester pellets. If you're in the barbecue, you have heard of Manchester pellets. We've got them. We've also got picked up B&B pecan and B&B cherries, and they are selling fantastic. We just got the Green Mountain Grill Gold and Green Mountain Grill Texas. And there. Voice off with from video on YouTube. Well, I don't know what's going on with that, guys. If we turn everything off and it's reboot, you don't want to see that.
No.
But anyway, just hang in there with us. Just hang in there with us. I promise you, it's worth it. There's some B&B lump charcoal. We've got plenty of that in stock. That is good stuff. Very, very popular with all the eggheads out there. We did that one. And there's Dr. Barbecues. We got all his 4 rubs. He's got steak jump. He's got an Italian rub. He's got that hot chicken rub there too. He's got an Italian rub that is really popular. And I guess with the Italian rub, you get the kitchen sink. You get everything. So that's good stuff. Dr. Barbecue, everybody's heard of Dr. Barbecue. He is a quality person. He puts out a quality product as well. Melissa Cookston, the other barbecue pit master we've got in stock. That honey peach, my goodness, Pete.
That's my wife's favorite. She loves that honey peach.
It is fantastic. Sweet. And there's one thing in there that you'll taste and you'll wonder what it is. And it's vanilla. That's the only rub I've ever seen that had vanilla in it, Pete.
Steve, I remember the day we got that in the store. If you remember, we cooked with it out on the smoker, but what did we put it on? Vegetables, squash, asparagus, and
it was good.
Zucchini.
It was good.
Unbelievable.
So we've got all of Melissa's stuff. She's a world champ. B&B charcoal. There it is. That has become one of the more popular items in the store. People are coming from all over to get that. It is a great product. Took me 2 years to do business with these guys because they're so big, and they just don't cater to somebody as small as I am. But since the pandemic, but now they're back. Everybody's getting back to normal.
had 3 people telling me at the competition this weekend, want to know where we got it. They saw we had that.
Yeah.
Every place they've been buying it is sold completely out. I said, not Isles Nest Bar.
No, we've got it. So if you're a B&B fan, by all means, come in. We've got it. And we've also got these people. A lot of people look for racks for their grills. If you got a rack that I can put in there that'll make the meat set up a little bit, or get it off the bottom of the rack, and we've got them. We've got the ones that are on the bottom fit all the Green Mountain grills, but they fit other grills too. And I'm telling you, these racks are the handiest thing you can have. When I'm cooking on a pellet grill, Pete, I don't like to put the meat on the bottom. I want the meat to be up in the grill where it gets, smoke and flavor all around, and it doesn't get too hot on the bottom where you got to keep moving it around. I want a nice clean smoke experience for that meat. And the only way you can get that is you get that thing up in a smoker. If you're cooking on an offset smoker, the shelf is in the middle, where the smoke comes, it gets the top and the bottom. If you're cooking with a gravity feed like I use, it comes up from the bottom, but it doesn't. It's the meat is on a shelf that's in the heat. It's not grabbing the heat; it's in the heat, and that's what you want. You want it to be in the heat, and those shelves do that. It makes better food. It's just that simple.
Yep,
it makes better food. There's, of course, we got Myron mixing stuff. There's his rub-a-dub rib stuff, his steak seasoning, hickory rub. We've got a Byron stuff there at the store too. Good quality things there. And there's our sample table of our rubs. You can come in there and taste them. We've got a bunch of them open. And, there was one more. I don't know where it went. It was...
I can tell you what's missing. So I'm just waiting on to see that I haven't seen yet.
Which one's that? I went
The
through
very new rub that we just got in.
Charcoal Cowboy.
Charcoal Cowboy.
Yeah, I can't believe I didn't put that on there.
And I'm gonna tell you, there's some good rubs in there, and also the smoked flavor for your mixed drink.
Yes, we've got that. What Ken Wood did with his line, he pairs the sauce with the seasonings. The seasonings come in these little metal cans. They're really cool. You just pick them up and you drizzle them on with your hands like a chef does. And the that's right. And the sauce goes with it. And so they make great. The bottles look really good. They're all Tennessee themed. So if you want to take somebody a souvenir from Tennessee, they make great gifts because the bottle really promotes.
I think he's got Nashville hot, Nashville sweet, along with that's the sauce and the rub of each one of those.
It sure does. I put that picture on it. I don't know what happened to it. I guess I just forgot to carry it over.
I just knew I hadn't seen it.
But I got a lot going on, so that's okay.
I'll forgive you.
That's okay. But we have it. Charcoal Cowboy, Ken Wood. If you've been looking for Ken's stuff, we've got it now. We're going to get Ken over. He lives over in Nashville. He's not far. And Jeff Elzer even wants to come in the store and do some stuff with us. So we got a lot of stuff coming up this summer. And that's going to be a lot of fun. So what we want to do is let you know that we'll be there. We got no more special events. We'll be there from now through Memorial Day every day. So come and see us. If you need help, by God, we're there. We're open every day, 8 to 5, Saturdays, 8 to 4, and closed on Sundays. But we'd love to help you with all your grilling needs. We got plenty of Green Mountain grills in stock. We got old country barbecue pits in stock. We've got 2 of the G2s there, and we've got 1 of the
which are on sale right now.
Yeah, $16.95, and that's an offset. And I've got the demo on the gravity feed too. So
$12.99.
So we've got that, and of course I just showed you a whole bunch more. So we appreciate you watching, appreciate you listening. Pete, I know you wanted to spend some time with your brother. He's in town, so we're gonna get out of here. Don't forget at 8 o'clock coming up is Johnny Maggs and the Pit Life Barbecue Show on that Facebook page and on the YouTube channel. So we will see you right here next Monday night.
Now at Owl's Nest Barbecue Supply, the Pit Barrel is back. The original size, the PBX, and the new Badger Barrel. The Badger Barrel does it all and more with a great price and great quality. Can you do this on your grill? I didn't think so. You can on the Badger. It's hot with an attitude to match. Pit barrels are easy to use. Get your Pit Barrel at Owl's Nest Barbecue Supply in Ottawa.